Welcome, everyone. This is Pilot Needles, and you're listening to LOTRO Players News, where we take a look at Lee Susan LOTRO and here at LOTRO Players. And this week, I'm joined by Krister
Hello.
and Cinders.
Hello.
Hello, everyone, and we are going to have another look at what's going on in the world of the Lord of the Rings Online, where we have another Bull Roarer build for Update 44.1, Patch 1, which is beta number 2. So they are still testing out Dune Shuma, the King's Fortress, where they were starting to do some testing on Tier 2 on Bull Roarer as they try to get that ready for release. And also, they were doing some testing for getting ready level 65 for Mirkwood and Enterwise, but of course, that's something that's already been released. They were doing some testing of the Midsummer Festival, so having everything ready for that because that's very new for this year's Midsummer Festival. You're invited to join the far-off tropical island of Furtherholm, located in the Shield Isles off the coast of Umbar in the Bay of Valfalas. A crew of freebooters have retired from a life of sea to open up the island as a retreat for travelers from all parts of Middle-earth. What is this, the Ginger Island of Lotro or something? Come enjoy the sun and surf and collect rewards for lending a hand. And to start this new summer adventure, talk to Ikajak in front of the city stables in Minas Tirith Midsummer. She can also be found at the party tree in Thorns Hall, inside the Prancing Pony, and the Festival of Gardens of Dweland. She gets around, doesn't she?
Impressive.
Yes. So, of course, we'll be hearing more about that when, I guess, June comes rolling around in July. As for our release notes, we have a few things. We're on the anniversary missions. Lawlia Safe Passage has increased the fog and spooking. So, apparently, there is going to be one of the anniversary. They're testing out the missions that are going to be part of the anniversary event. The anniversary event, I know, is already underway, so they'll be adding these missions to it when they release update 44.1. And also, they're also having a rescue by moonlight. Now, actually only happens by moonlight. Okay.
Well, it would catch people off guard if it was done by during the day, I guess.
Yeah, I guess it would catch people off guard, yes. Also, for some general notes, the only company encompassing World Traveler's Runner Bundle now includes the missing medium and long Moria runners. The Cozy Cushions of Moria Bundle now includes the missing additional blue and white pillow. The Nizigurm in Imhilar now has the correct radar range. Tapestry of the Shield Maiden and Tapestry of Maris, left facing and right facing, now face the correct directions when placed on a hook. All items in the Warrior's Wall Displays bundle now face in the correct direction when placed on a hook, and Ornate Warrior Shield Displays bundles and World Traveler's Throw Rug bundles now deliver all expected items. Okay, so these were probably the items in Lalia's market, I would presume that, or probably having some questionable results in them or something like that. And as for instances, in the third wing of the Temple of Utungberg, they permanently disabled 2 skills previously used by Tier 3 Boss 6 fight in the Inner Sanctum. This change is made permanent. The alterations we made immediately following the release of Update 44. Alright, let's see. And that's it for the changes in it. Now, they were originally planning on releasing Update 44.1 next week on May 7th, but soon after they announced it, that they were pretty sure everything was going to be on that schedule, Cordman made another post on the forums that announced that, looks like we found an issue and they have decided to push the update to May 14th. Now, because they're pushing the update to May 14th, and that was going to include the anniversary missions, that means they are going to be extending the anniversary festival for another week. I think last week I announced that they were extending it for 1 week. Well, it looks like it's going to be extended for 2 weeks instead, because they made these missions to go with the anniversary, and it would be very, very bad if they released the missions after the festival turned off, because then you won't be able to access them. So yes, they're having a few tricky problems with update 44.1 then, but we're now expecting it to come out May 14th. They're also now expecting Sting to open up on the same date. So that would be real fun, having this all going on, and at the same time a new server opening. Angmar and Mordor, as I mentioned earlier, they have had their level caps raised to 65, and that they have activated the Mirkwood expansion there, so now they could go into the forest. I would presume that they'll have the ring raid event inside of Mirkwood, considering that the ring raids are present in Mirkwood, since they're the ones who seem to be put in charge of Dol Guldur during this time. So I'm going to presume that the ring raids are going to be popping up again when you go into that area. But since I stopped running on Angmar and Mordor, I think just about the same time as I think just before Mori opened up, so I'm not too sure what's going on in there. And also, the Curator has returned and will be present until May 11th. So if you have any of those cosmetics that the Curator sells and you wish to get them, now is the time. And that's it for our news this week. So, it's time for us to go into our store sales. Is there anything interesting on sale this week?
Yes.
That sounded
But they still
questionable.
don't have. They still don't have Shire Plum dye for Worsty Cosmetics.
Okay.
Stores. Just wait till you see. It is applicable. Store sales. This is your final weekend for double bonus points. Get twice the bonus points in the LOTRO store through May 4th. And find your Shadowfax. Get 20% off of select Worsteeds and mounts, riding skills, and select Worsted cosmetics. It would be more exciting if there was Shire Plum dye. Movement speed buffs through May 8th. And then the weekly coupon is for free dwarf candles. Green times 25 with coupon code GREENBEAMS. Not beans. Beams. GREENBEAMS. No spaces. Also through May 8th.
All right. Green beams. Listen.
A lot of dwarf candles.
Yeah. Let's head into our week in gaming. Krister, what were you up to?
Well, starting to get ready to raid again. So we have identified. I talked with my kin, and there's a couple. I want to say they were either 3 or 6 mains that we need to run to get me some equipment. But luckily, it sounded like everything else was pretty much ready to go. So I didn't have as much work as I thought I needed. I got my legendaries squared away, so I'm looking forward to that. Played a lot of Enshrouded this last week, and that game's a lot of fun. And then decided to play a lot of Axis and Allies this last week. Every once in a while, I just get the bug, So, and that was my week. Cinders, what did you get up to?
Well, I played Enshrouded off and on. We've moved an entire menagerie to the world. Gotten the comfort level into the 60s, and there is a door to the sky. If you step out that door, you are going to plummet. Hopefully not to your death. But if you are unprepared, it could be quite shocking. And then I played Stardew Valley with Sans and Pineleaf, and then just with Pineleaf, and also on my own. Um, uh, we finished many bundles in all three games. But I did finally get the insect head for the first time ever on my own world, but I didn't get a chance to use it. And then I was playing some more with Pineleaf this morning and got it on our game, and I got to use it, and it is so fun.
Yeah.
Uh,
Quack, quack.
it has like a plus 22% chance to crit, which is really nice when you get into the darker areas and things like that. So I also patched LOTRO, but I haven't had time to delve into it because I did spend a lot of my time this week on the road and or working late. So I just haven't had as much time to play as I would have liked. Finally, how about you?
All right. For LOTRO, during the field trip, we ran several skirmishes. And then on Friday Night Fight, we did start with or skirmish. We sort of warmed up with one. Oh no, no, actually, we did the. Oh, we didn't do a skirmish at the opening. We did the Tomb of Valendel, and it was a pretty smooth run. I think is the best way to put it. I guess we had just the right group in order to have a nice smooth run for that. So we thought, oh, this group is working really well together. It is time for us to try the Dragon and the Storm.
So which one won, the dragon or the storm?
Well, I guess it was the dragon that won because we could not do the boss fight. But in our defense, I think that's the first time we ever got to the boss fight. So
Well, there you go. That's an accomplishment, right?
yeah, that's a we did actually reach the boss fight, which is more than I think that we've ever done before in that group. So it's progress, but still we got squashed during that final fight. And then in Stardew Valley, in addition to what Cinders discussed in our playthroughs together, in my solo world, I am nearing the end of year 5 in there. I've have max friendship with everyone except the dwarf. I'm pretty close. I'm just 1 star away, 1 heart away, and I just met Leo, so obviously I'm just starting on that front. But other than that, everybody else is at max, so I don't have any troubles with interacting with any of the people in the village. So that's nice in there. And I've been making some progress over in Ginger Island and starting to get a presence over there. And I'm getting very close. I have only 2 more fish to catch before I could finally say that I've caught every fish in the game. That'd be nice when that's over. And that is it for my week in gaming. If you'd like to contact us, you could send an email to podcast@loachplayers.com. The Players Alliance has 2 shows. On Saturdays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, we record LOTRO Players News, and we record DDO Players News when Drac is available. You guys join us for our shows at loachplayers.com/live. And that's all for tonight then. This is Piling Needles reminding you to skirmish responsibly.